The most savage knockouts caught on camera. Absolute savagery to be seen here with this collection of knockouts. In this video, we'll take a look at some knockouts that you've probably never seen before. We'll keep the content fresh and the knockouts heavy. Able to find a knockout blow. Both looked like they'd been out of gas for a few miles, and there was still 5 rounds to go. Our man in the blue gloves was able to put hook to chin though. The shots were winging, but he threw them with varying speeds. A right hand looped over slowly, but that left hook was very fast. This is how to penetrate a shell with a crisp rear straight punch. No setup, no fancy footwork, just a technical one and done punch. His opponent reacted like almost how he needed to. He saw the punch coming, but he expected more of a looping blow, so putting his hand up and leaning back didn't quite get him out of harm's way. I don't care if it's my worst enemy or my least favorite person in the world. If someone lands a flying knee in a fight, I'm a fan. Immediately, no doubt about it. I'll tune in anytime they fight. Seen here, our man in blue throws a flying double knee. The first knee is a decoy that adds momentum to the second knee. Also, the double knee covers a bit more distance, as you can see here. This strike started half a football field away, but still managed to find the mark. The bigger fighter, seen here in red gloves, was able to time his opponent's in and out movement. As the smaller fighter leapt in to land his shots, he ran into a brick wall of a right hand. This shot was powerful enough as is, but couple that with the chin running straight into it, and that's a NyQuil sponsored hand right there. I looked it up, by the way, and NyQuil does make you sleepy, so my joke works. Let's jump right into the action. No time to waste when there's a double knockdown. Both fighters get flash knocked down, but both are quick to rise back up, only for a short time for our guy in the red trunks. The referee calls for the action to start again, and a stiff left hand plants our guy in red. He tries to get up, only to hit the chicken dance on his way back down to the mat. Lead uppercuts are a scary punch to throw, but that's for both fighters. The person throwing it is left susceptible to shots, but the guy on the other end is in danger of, eating an uppercut from a weird angle. Well, in this case, the guy ate it, and he ate it hard. This uppercut came from the basement and rocked his opponent to the point where standing wasn't an option for a minute or two. So getting hit around the temple and or behind the ear is what will trigger the chicken dance. These shots are the ones that throw off the equilibrium, and as a result, most motor skills. This guy is clipped on the top of the head, and he's rendered flailing around like a drunken wooden figure. I hate ripping on fighters, but this stuff is too funny sometimes. Our guy rocking the yellow gloves here is treating this boxing match like it's a sparring session. He looks cool, looks carefree, but his hands are lethal, while his defense is suave. Great stuff. He's able to pretty much go untouched before ripping a hook to the body and then to the head. This was all that was needed to end this fight. I'm never gonna shut up about the importance of moving your head while throwing in the pocket. This is one of a million examples as to why one needs to drill this stuff. The fighter in blue gloves tries to trade 1-2s down the middle, but he kept his head in the same spot. His cross was slipped, but his opponent's cross found the mark and sent the receiver down to the mat with a concussion. Going low and then going high. One of the oldest tricks in the book, but it still works quite often. The body shot had the fighter in yellow worried about getting hit low, but the next right hand went upstairs. Clearly hurt, he was unable to keep himself sturdy enough to rightfully answer the referee's 10 count, and that's all she wrote. Kusuke, seen here in the white and red trunks and gloves, really showed the diversity of strikes he has for his rear hand. He's touching his opponent up and showing him different things to keep an eye out for. After landing another left over the top, it was actually a step-in lead hook that put his opponent down. After landing an accumulation of damage, it really didn't take much to sit him down. In case you forgot how heavy Manny Pacquiao's hands are, I'd love to show you this little reminder. Almost any time he landed here, he was taking a piece away from his opponent. A bullseye of a left hand lands, and has his opponent unsure of where he is or how to walk. The same effect that a couple of PBRs has on me. But it's way cooler to get hit by Manny than it is to be a lightweight at the bar. Though I think tattoos look really cool, it's hard to look super awesome when doing the chicken dance. For those of you that are unaware, this is what happens when the chin gets hit. The equilibrium is offset, or you're really dizzy from staring at the washing machine for too long. That last one's my own personal experience. The other two, though, are what we see here. The big, buff, tatted dude gets clipped with a shot, then melodramatically struts into the ropes due to the lack of control of his body. Okay, I don't think there was any disrespect intended, but it was there. This is like breaking someone's ankles, dunking on them, and hitting a three-pointer in their face all at once. Not possible, but that's how extreme this is. The dude in blue was hurt and not super aware. Then the fighter in red bounced off the ropes and put a little extra sauce on that teep kick that flattened out his opponent. Our man in the black gloves here, Clark, had one of the coldest moments in boxing ever. He's able to slip an uppercut through his opponent's guard that rocks him. Clark knew that this landed well, and he begins to walk off. Ulrich didn't go down, but that doesn't mean he was okay. He started wobbling around, so the referee stepped in. You can see Clark start to shimmy, adding to how cold this moment was. Fine, here's more of the chicken dance because I'm sure you want to see more of it. Also, I want to see more of it. I think it's the funniest part about fighting, next to people that still wear tap-out shirts. But yeah, you know how it goes. Punch is thrown, punch lands, the legs give out, but the will to fight is still there. Just in one punch, this guy went from having the moment of a professional boxer to having the moment of a kitten on ice. As a Yu-Gi-Oh fan, I don't use the phrase "sent to the shadow realm" lightly, like some of these other people. However, it's almost fitting here, but this guy was in a weird shadow realm limbo. Not quite out, but not far from it. A right hand lands over the top, and this man who ate it hit the deck like Michael Jackson doing that weird toe stand pose that he could do. I hope you know which one I'm talking about. I really like this combination because of how brutal it is. This man backs his opponent into a corner and doesn't give him a second to try to get off the hook. He steps in low and finishes up high with a blistering barrage of hooks. His opponent really had no chance after this. Though he covered up well, the footwork wasn't there, and there was no space to operate anything else. Great suffocation finish. I absolutely love when a fighter plays Matador like this. It's so fun for me to see. The fighter in the red gloves keeps his guard and his base low, only to surprise his opponent by leaping in and going over the top. One shot was all it took. An overhand right is an iconic weapon, but it's hard to land when it's done sloppily. This one, however, was polished up, and the deception beforehand was incredible. To segue off of that last momentum switch. Oh, spoiler alert, there's a momentum switch here. The fighter in blue was getting wrecked from body shots. He takes a knee to gather himself, then gets back into the fight. When he gets back up, he spins and places an elbow right on his opponent's chin. Beautifully done and completely unexpected. Very rarely do we see someone that was hurt to the body take a risk like this. Well, that does it for the video. Again, make sure to leave a like. We do appreciate it. Subscribe and hit the bell icon to make sure you never miss out on any future videos. Anything you want to see next? Drop a comment and let us know. Thanks again for watching the video. Until next time.